Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Oh, I messed it up a little bit. It's all good. Now is the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. But right now. Right now, y'all watching the video. We chilling. We in the moment. Ain't nowhere else but right now. Matter of fact, just like how I laugh and joke and messed up with my little emotion. Ah, it's about vulnerability and being vulnerable. You know, that's what this video is about. You know, like me joking and clowning, that's putting myself in a vulnerable position in essence where you could laugh and joke like, look at him, haha, can't even dance. Or look at, you know what I'm saying? But I'm letting myself be in that vulnerable moment and saying, hey, like, I'm not perfect. Cause matter of fact, like we all are infinite beings, you know what I'm saying? Striving and, ascending and striving for, you know what I'm saying, to striving to make ourselves better, you know what I'm saying, striving for that perfection. But at the same time, like none of us have a blueprint for this, you know what I'm saying? Like we're on a journey with it, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have vulnerable moments. You're gonna have like embarrassing moments and moments where, you know what I'm saying, where, you just like where you was on one side standing on this point, like, yeah, I know that's true, and then it's like, oh, that's not true, or that's not, maybe the facts a little different, and you misconstrued it. Oh, like, but you gotta be vulnerable. Matter of fact, like, cause if you're not vulnerable, you would never, you know what I'm saying, stand behind anything you say or have your own opinions and things, cause you'll just be worried about, oh, but what if I look bad or what if I get embarrassed? And matter of fact, Capricorns, I know for sure, that's one of our little things, man. We hate to be vulnerable. We strive for perfection so much. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of out of the fact of not wanting to be vulnerable, or not wanting to be, embarrassed or whatever. 'Cause I know me personally, like ever since a youngster, like, the feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would just feel like I would rather like let a train roll over me than be embarrassed. And and it still has like I have to like get out of that, still to this day, you know what I'm saying? Even on this spiritual growth, it's like, man, Kari, like what the fuck? Like, you ain't gotta be embarrassed. Like, man, just, go do this, you know what I'm saying? All right, what if you mess up this number on this work, or you do that, you know, all right. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do everything perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that'd be hard to like, I'll just be feeling like, man, I'm gonna do this perfect. Everything gonna be perfect. Like I'm gonna be the perfect YouTube. Like, I'm gonna start my YouTube channel off perfectly. You know what I'm saying? And you realize like, wait, hold on. Where the where to start this perfectly book for dummies at? And you can't find it. You know what I'm saying? How to be perfect for dummies. Like, they don't make that book. You know what I'm saying? But that has a lot to do with being vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, matter of fact, what got me to this, you know what I'm saying? I woke up this morning and with the way of things dealing with socially, like with the females, you know what I'm saying? Like, because matter of fact, I've been, away from, matter of fact, I've been being celibate actually. A lot of people don't know that, but I've been being celibate, like, it's been some months now, you know what I'm saying? Women. But I've been being celibate because, I had to, spiritually, I just couldn't have the same approach to connecting and coming across females, you know what I'm saying? Like, the old approach was just a little bit too lower in the vibration, you know what I'm saying? And it was more about just seeking just, just the sex, just the vagina, you know what I'm saying? That's it, no conversation, you know what I'm saying? And I say no conversation, but that was the thing, like, back in the day, you could uphold a fake conversation or this and that just to do that. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing, like, or any little word, anything I gotta say, I'm gonna say it to get to that place I'm trying to get. And I could no longer do that, you know what I'm saying? Because not only it was manipulation even back then, I knew better. But for sure, even now, like, it's like, nah. And I know how strong my words and, vibration, so I can't really, you know what I'm saying? That's just total manipulation just to come at a female just for that means. But back to, within the full circle of vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? Though it's like, but I'm still not gonna, how can I say, I still put myself in vulnerable positions, you know what I'm saying, to still, become, to find that female lady friend or, those lady friends that I could connect with, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you're not, say for instance, you're a perfectionist and you scared of, like, say for instance, you're scared of being vulnerable, then how could you even ask the young lady or or female, vice versa, which it works different, but for sure male, how could you get that young lady number if you never put yourself in a vulnerable position to even, you know, do so, you know what I'm saying? Like to even see whether it's yes or no, you know what I'm saying? Because that's life, you know what I'm saying? If you don't put yourself, if you don't stand behind, things, whether it may be opinion or whatever, but if you don't stand behind the things that you believe in, feel right, and put yourself in that vulnerability, then you're not even really living, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of existing, just being quiet, like, you know what I'm saying? And just scared to actually live because you're scared of being vulnerable, you know? As a matter of fact, that's the thing. It almost stops you from, from living, in essence, when you're scared of being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Vulnerable, vulnerable. And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, as being one with Source, man. Source, that's a fearless energy, man. We don't have nothing to be scared of or be, be anxious about, man. So, be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Let people know that, like, I let people know, like, I used to piss in the bed, like, to about what age? At a high age, too, man. Like, it was about, what, at least fourth grade or something like that, fifth grade. Like, yeah. I used to piss in the bed like for the long, you know what I'm saying? But vulnerable, like what you gonna do with that? All right, and you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing too that I've been practicing on my journey is like giving more of those interesting facts, and y'all gonna hear more and more of my ego's quote unquote secrets on my videos. And matter of fact, and when I write my autobiography, that's probably gonna be one of the best books ever. Like marking my words right now, like it's gonna be. But it's about being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's letting you hear my story, no matter if all right, I pissed in the bed. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like you human. Like I say, we not perfect. Like nobody had a perfect blueprint for us to be a human. You know what I'm saying? I mean, which in essence, we had ways back then, but nobody had it for us. Growing up then in these times. You know what I'm saying? Like and Kemet, you know what I'm saying? They may have had the blueprints to meditate matter fast, and that's why we getting back to it now because we finding some of those blueprints. You know what I'm saying? But it's about there's no perfect way. You're not gonna go through this life, just smoothly perfect, like like life was just the whole way through was do everything I wanted the way I wanted the whole way through. Like nah, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, and I tell people, like I said, especially as a Capricorn, because it's like some of them things where it's like, man, it's all right to be, whereas like some people be like a boss or something, and they be scared to show that they, vulnerable, and which in some cases, like with leadership in some cases, sometimes you gotta stand up there, like how maybe like a father would try not to cry in front of, the kids or whatever to show the strength. But at the same time, like that's the thing too. Even that, could kind of be seen as how could I say, not extreme, but you don't have to be that you know what I'm saying? Like all right, like your kid, like cause I look at it like this, cause me as a kid, I would still feel like my daddy would be able to protect me even though I see him cry. Cause I would be like, all right, damn, all right, for sure. Like, nah, I see human, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, I'd be like, damn, yeah, like, release daddy. Like, I release, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be, like, vulnerable. Like, you gotta let that loose, you know what I'm saying? Not be scared to be perfect or not be, you know, so uptight about things. Cause that's what it creates. It creates like a uptightness, you know what I'm saying? When like, when you not when you're not scared to be vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? And you could do karaoke. Like I could mess up on the words and back up, whatever. Like I'm a reincarnated soul just on this stage in this lifetime for right now, so it's cool. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, our lives this is a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like being like scared of vulnerability is like, you know, close to insanity for us, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like your reincarnated soul is just like one little this the little one little movie role you playing in this lifetime, man. Like live, you know what I'm saying? Live. Don't worry about being vulnerable. Being vulnerable is one of the most beautiful things, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the beauty of life, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that's some like in some cases things are vulnerable and not is not a perfection to everything is what because think about it too, if everything was the same on that level, you know what I'm saying, there wouldn't be no evolution, without different minds or different differences, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be a catalyst or anything to to strike evolution because it would just be perfectly cool with whatever, you know what I'm saying, but just can't stress how much, being vulnerable is important. You know? And like I say, like with anything with the female, like matter of fact, some men, you know what I'm saying, like that's a vulnerable thing. Like some men out here, which and that's the thing too, like what I'm saying, like I was celibate by choice, you know what I'm saying. But even if not, I still wouldn't be embarrassed if I was celibate because I couldn't in essence get ladies, you know what I'm saying. I couldn't hook up with a lady, like what I'm saying. Oh well, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the thing, like being vulnerable, like I'm not scared to tell you these things. I'm a fearless being, you know what I'm saying? Like I have no secret. That's my ego secrets, you know what I'm saying? It's not my spiritual, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing to be embarrassed or, to be scared of being vulnerable for, you know. But just take heed to that, man. Like, be vulnerable. It's all right to let people know that you slipped up one day and did this, or you wasn't always like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be vulnerable, man. That helps us to connect. And matter of fact, it helps us to connect better because it's almost like, all right. So Kare do be messing up and doing stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how like when growing up, like when you see somebody that seem like they're not vulnerable, it's like, damn, I gotta be this perfect. Like, damn, they really that perfect. But then when you saw that they are like regular people, it's like, all right, that's a relief. Because I'm like, damn, this just felt like it was humanly impossible to be that perfect. You know what I'm saying? But that's the same type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like being vulnerable, like like yeah, Michael Jordan did get crossed by AI, like when AI had 5 point games, you know what I'm saying, and Kobe had 5 point, you know what I'm saying, but which is who go out at the press conference like. It was what it was. Instead of being embarrassed and be like, "Oh no, well, this excuse, this excuse, this excuse, this excuse, this excuse, this excuse, this excuse." Ah man, like I'm human. I'm a electric electromagnetic energy within this human vehicle, and sometimes, because we're trapped in our six senses, you know, I could be human sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole thing with the prophecy is that we, what I'm saying, we gonna be human. we in the flesh, we in the 666 bodysuit, so we gonna be human. You know what I'm saying? Like it like we yes we are ascending and you know what I'm saying and becoming our greatest version, but it's a journey, it's a path, you know what I'm saying? It's not nothing that just bloop, perfectly, you know what I'm saying? Because then what's the process if we all were just perfectly, you know what I'm saying? Then life wouldn't even be worth living. You just be a perfect motherfucker with nothing to do. I'm perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Yeah, la la, just perfect. Perfect. You get the picture, you know what I'm saying? So, it's nothing wrong with being vulnerable and and having these little stumbles and falls and nothing wrong with being vulnerable as far as like speaking on things that may be considered secrets, like what I'm saying. Nothing is vulnerable about going on Snapchat rants. What I call rants, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, my Snapchat is Opelousas Rasta. If y'all feel like following me, Opelousas Opelousas Rasta Rasta. Opelousas Rasta. Yeah, so y'all can see me go on my little you know, which I don't really ran or whatever, and which that's the thing though, being vulnerable. I started off like, hey, look, I'm a vulnerable being. Nah, look, as an infinite being, I recognize I'm vulnerable. So look, this is what I'm feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? But just be open, man. Like it ain't what you got to hide, man. It's life. You just gonna half-ass live your life and take all these little secrets nowhere because you're going to the next life, the next lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you holding on to this, you know, little secrets and this and that, and you about to be somebody totally different or something totally different in the next lifetime. So it's like, just live, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason for us to be so uptight and so, you know, unvulnerable. Vulnerable. I said that word a lot this video. But that's it. Just, you know, live, man. Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Peace.